We're back for race number 6 in the LMP2 AI season, and today we are racing at Daytona. As with the previous race, there are no patches to the season, so it's very much as we were as we head into round number 6. Once again, we have qualified really well in this one towards the front of the field, so we shouldn't have to make our way through too many cars on our charge towards the front. I've learned now that the AI are very slow on cold tyres, so let's see if we can take advantage of that in the opening lap or two while they're still being very tentative around the corners. Let's hope that we can maybe find a bit more confidence in them and make up a few places. We've got renewed confidence after our win last time out, but still a long way to go, and I'm still not sure that we'll even be able to overturn the deficit to Damien at the top of the standings, but we'll give it a good go. Anyway, let's jump in and see how it went. All right, round number 6.
Safety car speed
Daytona.
is 75 kilometers per hour.
We are starting in P5 for this one. And we were about 4 tenths slower than Damo's lap. However, I'm quite confident we'll find a bit more pace during the race, like relative to the guys around us. Just was a bit cautious on like the braking points. So I've potentially been braking a little bit too early. P5, try and have a good first lap, try and capitalise on the AI being a bit slower on the colder tyres. Let's see what we can do. Alright, waiting for the pace car to go.
Alright, Nick, get ready. Go, go, go.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear right.
Start of Dreams, up to P2.
Good work on the start, mate. This is great.
Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
All right, we've taken the lead. Now let's try and hang on to it. Careful through the bush stop here on cold tyres. Damo had much better pace through there than I did.
Keep your concentration. Make the bastard work for it.
I don't think we're going to struggle as much with the medium downforce here as well. We're not really hitting top speed, so...
Okay, Nick, just keep hitting your marks. This is looking good. You're now in the lead.
Alright, we're not too quick for turn 1. Set my pit stop options. Massive exit onto the final straight there. Has got quite a bit of a gap there.
behind is now 1.1.
A couple of attempts quicker than me through there, potentially. Second phase of the straight here, we are pulling away. We obviously got a better overall exit out of that bus stop. Lost over half a second though to turn one. Struggling a bit with some of the rotation. But I'm keeping him at arm's length at the minute.
The gap to cross behind is now 1.3 seconds.
Just continue to kind of build this bit of a gap on the end of the lap here. Very deep into that corner. Maybe first is the right gear for that rotation there. Much better. Maybe first is a bit of a gear to use in both of those corners. The top four currently is myself, Damien, Aaron and Chris. John has dropped out of the top four. And so far we're the only person in the 140s. Damien did do a 39 though in qualifying, so I know he's got the pace. Maybe as the fuel starts to burn down, his pace will pick up, so we need to be wary of that.
That's the fastest lap of the race. Sector 1 is 1.6 off the pace. The gap to cross behind is increasing. It's now 3.7 seconds. You're leading.
I find this lack of pace though very surprising from the guys behind. Doing Le Mans things again and missing my upshifts. Right, we're 5 laps away from our pit stop. First one of the race.
That's the fastest lap. The gap to cross behind is increasing. It's now 6.0. Okay, Nick, you've used half your fuel.
Well, I don't want to jinx myself, but so far we are cruising. We could even potentially risk taking some new rubber if we get a big enough gap, but
We estimate 4 laps fuel remaining. We're setting the pace. That last lap was a 1:40.39.
greedy on the throttle there, a little bit of a nap as we put the power down.
The gap to cross behind is now 7.5.
2 seconds quicker than Damien on that previous lap. Insane. We're still finding more pace. Within touching distance really of dropping into the 39s.
Got about 3 laps of fuel left. Alright Nick, that's good consistency, keep it up.
Another great turn 1. The second a little bit too early and sort of cancelled my rotation.
The gap to cross behind is now 9.9 seconds.
Got a really good rhythm now through that bus stop.
Only 2 more laps of fuel. We're currently setting the pace. That lap was at 1:40.60.
Some of the front runners are boxing. The real question is, anybody going to be risk it, try and push it a little bit too much like we saw in Le Mans? Went a little bit deep into the first part of that bus stop to compromise a bit of speed.
The gap to cross behind is increasing. It's now 11 seconds. We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap. In this lap, box this lap, please, Nick.
People boxing again. Damien has opted to stay out like me.
The car ahead is 1 lap behind.
An interesting thing here is going to be about the tyres. I think I'm going to stay on these tyres for the next stint. Depending on the gap, we'll maybe look to take fresh tyres next time.
Two litres remaining. Pit lane speed limit is 88 kilometres per hour.
I left a lot on the table there up to the pit line, but
You'll need to stop again.
fine.
Box in 5, 4,
But
3,
Damien's stopping
2,
out.
1. Box now.
Oh, I've overshot the mark.
Left front 90%. Left rear 96.
Damien stopped out. John stopped out. Interesting.
There's a car approaching. Stay in your lane. Okay, Nick. The next car is Vickers. Car number 28.
Alright, so we will take
Incident
tyres
in
next time.
Turn 5. It looks like cross. Incident in turn 6. We think it might be cross. Yellow flag. Caution.
Is he underfueled again? Done it again.
The pit window for refueling will open on lap 17. It'll close on lap 20.
Oh.
There's an incident in turn 7. It looks like it's Rogers.
It's Chris, Doug, Swellio, Damo, potentially
There's an
John.
incident in. Bus stop. Looks like it's Davey.
John's going very slow.
Yellow flag.
Yeah, John's out of fuel again.
Turn 7.
And we're in the lead. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy, and that blows the championship wide open.
Incident in. Bus stop. We think it might be Davey.
So looking at my tyre readings when we boxed there. Need to get back into a groove now. The right tyres were over 100 degrees each. Rear left was running 98, front left was running at 94.
There's an incident in. Turn 6. It looks like Nelson. Incident in. Turn 8. We think it might be Smith and Daly.
So I think we've got enough of a buffer now to
Yellow
take
flag. Keep your wits about you, mate.
a fresh set of tyres. They're all still there, look, crawling back to the pits.
The gap to Knight behind is now 19 seconds.
Well, if we weren't cruising before, we certainly are now. Once again, the stupidity of the AI.
Has just retired.
The question is, who is car number 3?
Okay, Nick, we're matching race pace. Your lap time was 1:40.70. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
No, that's not Damien, because Damien is 3:01. Aaron has wound up the pace a little bit. He's done a 1:46, so 5 tenths off my fastest lap at the minute. Probably important at this phase of the race not to try and push the tyres too hard. We're coming up to the halfway point.
Okay, Nick, there's a car exiting the pits. Heads up.
Left side. Clear left.
Stay behind, please, Gareth. Thank you.
The guy in front is 2 laps behind.
starting to notice, I think, the effects of the overheating rights through some of these faster corners, these longer corners, especially the corner as we enter like this banked straight.
We're matching race pace.
I love it when Jim says that. I mean, I am race pace Jim, so... I would sure hope that I am matching race pace.
Great driving, keep it up. That's 20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
The corner I'm really struggling with at the minute, the way that the tyres are. A bit cautious through the bus stop here behind Steve.
Left side. Clear left.
I've got another 5 laps to go then until our second stop.
We're quickest at the moment. That was a 140.76.
The gap to Aaron. 22 seconds now back to P2. Have to look at the stand-ins as opposed to the relative. Just got back markers on the relative, but
You've got half your fuel left.
absolutely scrubbing the tyres across the tarmac.
Okay, Nick, you've got about 4 laps of fuel left. We're quickest right now.
Aaron is finally starting to make his way through the traffic. He's on my relative now, 22.3 seconds the gap.
3 laps of fuel remaining. You've just done a 140.70. That's good consistency, keep it up. Okay, Nick, 15 minutes left. That's 15 minutes.
2/3 distance. A few of the guys starting to make their second stops. We've pretty much got the stationary time in hand now to Aaron.
The pit window is now open.
Not going to pit. I'm going to extend. Go the full 2 laps, I think.
Only 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, Nick, the next car is 3 laps behind.
Alright, whole gaggle of cars coming in. Check my pits are.
Just had a
Focus for
warning
a
for
second
covering
there.
the track.
First X of the race.
You've only got enough fuel for this lap. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. There's an incident in turn 5. It looks like Scott Knight behind is pitting. Yellow flag, watch out, there's an incident in turn 6. It looks like it's Alex. There's an incident in turn 8. We think it might be Ted. The car in front is a lap behind.
We're running out of fuel again. That's insane. Don't understand how some of them have run out of fuel though, because
Incident in bus stop. It looks like Hayes.
some of them were I've already mentioned that they're pitting in. And they normally say they're pitting in towards the end of the lap as they're coming up to the pits. We've lapped everybody now up to P8. Ian in P8 is the next car to lap, but we're going to come in the box here.
2 litres left. Watch your speed limit in the pits. We'll pull you to the end. Box in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
All right, we'll take tyres and fuel for the end.
Left front 78%, left rear 90.
Just madness, these AI. It's the fact that
All right,
they're
Nick.
not.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes
They're
left.
not boxing. They're running out of fuel for the second race in a row as well. It's not even that tight on fuel if you fill the tank. Crazy. Our first glimpse there of where Damo is running. At the minute he's in P10.
Your exit's clear. Don't cross the white line. Cold tyres all round.
And tyres are running pretty hot. Rear left was up to 98 degrees. Front left was at 92, the coolest of the tyres. Steve is P2. He's only 9.7, almost 10 seconds behind, but I'm guessing he hasn't done his second stop, which he hasn't, so...
There's an incident in bus stop. Looks like it's Ian. Yellow flag. The gap to Steve behind is increasing. It's now 16 seconds. There's an incident in turn 8. It looks like Steve.
Steve's out of fuel. Honestly, this race is just crazy. Well, I'm pitting after a full tank of fuel, and I've got like 0.7 of a lap left. It's not tight on fuel at all. Oh, it's nice with some new rubber on, even though they're cold at the minute. You can already feel a lot more grip.
Right side. Clear right.
I think our first lap, if it carries on like this, first lap on new tyres, we may be going purple.
Car left. Clear left.
And may about it. Mashed our fastest lap out of the park with some new rubber on.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
Car right. Clear right. Car right. Clear right.
Get around the traffic. We're doing 140s. We're about 3 more laps to go then. At that sort of pace.
Come on, Nick. Just 5 minutes left. Hold your nerve. We can win this.
Wow, John's down in 27th. A massive blow for
141.00.
John's title chances. And still we're finding time.
Incident in. Bus stop. We think it might be Almeida. There's an incident in. Turn 10. Looks like it's Peter. Incident in. Turn 11. Looks like it's Suzuki.
People still running out of fuel. Honestly.
Just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes to go.
Should take the white flag this time around. And another half a second on that lap. White flag, 1 to go.
Come on, Nick. Last lap. Keep your shit together. You're not home yet. That lap time was 1:38.88. You're a 10th off in Sector 1.
Car right. Clear right.
Out the technical section we go. Onto the banking for the final time. Well, I honestly thought we was maybe going to struggle a little bit here today. But in the end, it's been an absolutely dominating performance. Even without the AI doing the stupid underfueling business. We'd already pulled 10 seconds over Damo before he ran out of fuel. And it's going to be back-to-back wins in the LMP2 season.
Well done, mate. You made them all look silly today.
Didn't I just, Jim? Didn't I just? Crazy win. Absolutely insane. And just when I thought the championship was pretty much out of our grasp, it's blown wide open again. Obviously, I don't know where Damien's come, where he finished and crossed the line. One of the negatives for me, though, is Mark coming home in P3. I think I should just go ahead, and I think we were tied on points coming into this one. But yeah, the AI's stupidity has really spiced up the end of this season, hasn't it? With 2 races left to run. We head to Silverstone next week. And then we have a very special season finale at Sebring. I'll talk more about that once we come round to it. But yeah, just dominated when I honestly didn't think I was going to dominate. We were 1.8 seconds quicker than Aaron's fastest lap in P2, and the other two in third and fourth, they couldn't even make the 40s. They were in the 41s. So
look out for the pit speed limit.
yeah, it just kind of showcases the pace we had there.
Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now. Disengage limiter.
Just the celebratory donuts again. Anyway, let's go and take a look at the results. Nick Scott and his good luck continued at the Daytona International Speedway as they won their second race in the number 24. Scott gave a strong performance during qualifying, clocking a 1 minute 40.385 for the 5th grid position. The top 5 running order was Nick Scott, Aaron Knight, Mark Elvidge, Aaron Dabbs, and Dave Cam. And another one, Scott bellowed in the winner's circle. This team, they deserve it. It's so special to be part of the winning program like this. They do all the hard work, though I just drive the car. Nick Scott in his first place earned them 43 season points and is now 3rd in the LMP2 season with 223 points. There are 11 points between them and the highest spot, with 2 events remain until the conclusion of the LMP2. Okay, so that means Damo must have picked up a pretty high finish. We were 16 points the deficit going into this one. Looking at the results, he ended up on a P6, but everybody from P6 down was 1 lap behind. From 14 down were 2 laps behind. 24, 3 laps down. I mean, it's absolutely crazy to think like these cars are running out of fuel. Like I said, though, regardless of that, I think I would have won the race. We seemingly had the pace. we had pulled like I said, a 10-second gap to Damien by the time we came around to the first lot of pit stops. Looking at the standings, we are tied on points with Chris Rogers in second position, and Damien now only 11 points in front on 234 points. That finish definitely helped him there to maintain a gap, only dropping 5 points. We pulled 2 points clear of Mark, who is in fourth position. Aaron is in fifth with 214. John drops down to sixth with 210. And yeah, if we end up with races like that and the AI don't get on top of their fuel usage issues, we could be in for a nail biter of a finish to the season here. So there we go, guys. Another race and another one where the AI is weirdly underfueling their cars. Like I said at the time in commentary, it's not like this track is on the limit of running out of fuel. I had 0.7 of a lap left when I came into my stops. So why the AI chose to stay out, I will never know. But a lot of them made massive mistakes, and we take a very, very, very comfortable win in this one. So yeah, close the gap a little bit more to Damien. Who knows, with 2 races to go, the championship may still be on after all. Just a quick question though, for anybody who does do any form of AI racing with fuel stops, is this a common thing with the AI in iRacing, and is there a way to fix it at all? Obviously, I could give the AI a bit more fuel in their tanks and balance it out that way. But, you know, considering when I do an auto fuel, it puts plenty of fuel in the car for me, I'm very surprised to see so many AI cars dropping out through lack of fuel. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing action from me, make sure to hit subscribe, because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved in iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track real soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.